And this is being done live on Roosters Peacock Tarot on YouTube. Most of you guys that are coming over here, I usually do it on Facebook, but I thought, why not? I'll come on over to here for a while. This is just going to be a general reading. It will not resonate for everybody. And like I said, this is for Aquarius for 2023. This is being recorded on the 14th of December. So it's kind of like you get a year plus a month. So it's a year plus one. Okay, let's go ahead and get right on into it and see what areas of life it's going to be in. Nice. Again, another one. Zodiac signs in 2023 are focusing on their success in all areas, not just one, all areas. Let's pull some more. That feels right. And this is being done live. So if you guys, when you guys come on, you can say hi. And also you'll be focusing on your wealth. And I feel one more. And then with Aquarius, I think Aquarius kind of had an up and down year. It's almost like a roller coaster for 2022 is what I'm getting. So I'm going to get a little bit more base cards before I get into it with tarot. Yes. Happiness. Okay. This is awesome. So this is definitely has to do with all broad spectrums of life for Aquarius. It has to do with your success. You're bound determined to succeed, and you're going to succeed, and it's going to take wealth. This is another one where definitely, I mean, you're focused on your happiness, and not everything's about money in life. I mean, but you have to have money to, in order to do the things you want to do. I mean, it's just pretty much common sense there, right? So anyway, with this one right here, success, it's in 2023. I don't really, for some reason with Aquarius, there has been a lot of work that's been done with themselves, but it's been like a roller coaster is what I'm getting. And this is not going to resonate with everybody. There are thousands and thousands of zodiac signs. And so, just pick out the pieces and parts and then leave the rest. And if you are a cross watcher and somebody who is not an Aquarius, and my theory on it is if you come up on a reading, or even, sometimes I'll come up on mimes, not necessarily the silly ones, but when you come across something and it sounds like you, and you've been seeking answers to it, then that's where you need to be. Okay, I'm going to get a base here. I'm going to really be focusing because for whatever reason, I'm actually seeing somebody walking through a door and closing it. And I'm seeing 2022. Okay, so there's a lot of Aquariuses that are really wanting to close the door on 2022. Nice. Okay, the way I'm an intuitive tarot reader, so the way that I see this is as soon as a card is face down, it is something either that you're not telling other people, or it's not quite unveiled to you yet, or you're hiding from other people. Okay, so I'll show you this card right here. Now, before I show you this, I'm telling you, 2022 Aquarius is going to be working on coming out of this. Okay, there's still, and for not every single Aquarius, but with it being focused around especially your wealth, I think it's been a hard go for a lot of you. And in 2023, and I think around Christmas time, it was pretty rough. Definitely. It's been a lack of. And Aquarius is pretty much tired of that. So they're taking it back within their own hands. But here's the thing is, I hear you've got to be fluid. Okay. You've got to kind of go with the flow. This card right here is sadness and isolation. All right, this is how I feel 2022 had been quite a bit. You felt alone, like you were doing this on your own. Even if you were with other people, you had moments to where you're going within self and you're trying to rise above and focus on what you need to be doing, which is your wealth, your success, and happiness. And at one point, I think you finally decided this is enough. I can't do this anymore. This is not how I'm going to be, and because, I mean, with it being focused around wealth, it's not just a lack of, it's kind of one of those things when you get up in the morning, and this wasn't just a day for Aquarius. Knew it. Hold on. I'm going to show you. I'll take it. And I will take this because this is of it feels right. All right. There was another zodiac sign. I can't remember exactly which. It was one I did yesterday that actually had the end result being vitality. Okay. Your end result. Oh man, I tell you what, actually, I think it's kind of nice. The end result is moving on. Okay. Whatever it is you're moving on from, whatever this is not just what there's been a lot that not just thoughts. It's not just emotions, but it's brought out a lot of emotions. This one right here, And I am looking back on 2022 here for you, because the simple fact is the sadness and isolation, where you just felt like your hands, some of them felt like your hands were bound, like you just were never going to get ahead. This is another zodiac sign that it's not necessarily about lessons learned. If that was the case, then apply it how you will. But what I really think is, I can tell you right now, 2023 is remember to just breathe. Now I will be getting more into these cards, but that's a big one, because I'm feeling there was a bunch of anxiety and it wasn't just 2022, but it really, 2022 was kind of like a roller coaster. You know, I feel like I'm getting ahead and then whoosh, back and forth. Okay. I don't think this feels like this group of Aquarius right here. It's literally about moving on. I knew it. Yes. Okay. I'll show you. Where's the other one? There it is. Okay. Again, yep. This is about zodiac signs that are taking and reaching out to other people, opening up a little bit more. And because honestly, every zodiac sign, I'm surprised I haven't seen it in every single zodiac sign, because of the last few years. Just world events itself has kind of held people back a little bit. And you can't help it, because, you know, this is literally what I'm seeing here with the original for 2022. All right, this is 2023 reading, which looks a lot better. A lot better. Okay, you're still working through some stuff, but you're focused on your success and your happiness and your wealth, and you're definitely determined to get it. But there will be some ups and downs. Okay, that's life. That's life, and Aquarius knows this. Okay, and with the sadness and isolation back in 2022, I feel it was like more of like a roller coaster ride, literally, emotionally, mentally, physically. I mean, it was affecting all. Materialistically, it was affecting all, right? Because if you can't focus, and this is another sign, it's kind of a universal thing for a lot of signs. Yours is a little bit different. But it seemed like what I'm seeing right here with the wealth card is I see it's like paychecks. Okay, you're waiting. You worked really hard. And you look down, there's nothing there. Okay, that's what I'm feeling 2022 was a theme. And for some of you, this has been going on for more than just 2022. But it was really weighing heavily on your happiness in 2022. And you just felt like you weren't going to succeed. About the time you did feel, okay, I'm going to receive the blessings that I know. I've worked hard. I'm open for them. And then there'd be a bump in the road. And then it would make you go back into isolation. Just kind of like, oh man. Okay. 2022, that was a rough one. Okay, but here's the thing is in 2023, and I'm not picking up on exact months, it's just an overall feel as I get it. Yeah, April standing out for a lot of zodiac signs. It has been February, the middle of January, February, very few March, but April is now starting to be like a pinpoint, because what is it? You're moving. This is like leveling up. Okay, leveling up. And this is not just involving your work, your wealth. You have goals. This is about goals. And you need this extra money. And it's not just about extra money. It's about maintaining your money as well. But it's also showing me about love and caring connections. And it's also talking about what this is about with the moving on. We've got the card heal. Then we've got the healing begins. That's right. Reaching out. Okay, reach out. For some of you, and do you see how she's sitting here? And there's hands? And she's just sitting there. And she just kind of slowly moving up is what I'm seeing in my head. With that one right there, you're slowly overcoming something that has to do with the past. And we all have a past. Everybody does. But some stuff hit us harder. And we just have to become right within our own head with it. And then we're able to focus on our success and happiness, right? That's what, and the money has been fleeting. And you could be working. Aquarius, I feel that for a lot of you Aquarius, you've been working, and it doesn't seem, hi, Miss Jessica. It doesn't seem like you're getting too far ahead, right? It's like that hand there, but you look down, it's all gone. So it will, even in 2023 for a little bit, just hang on for a hot minute, because you'll have moments where you're going to be sitting here. Yes, I'm reaching for it. I'm ready to receive my blessings. I'm working really hard, and this is like a firm believer in karma is what I'm feeling. What goes around comes around. I'm giving out good. That's what when's my good going to come? I don't want a bunch, but I just want to be happy. It helps with my happiness. You have to have money to pay for your bills. That's a big part right there. It's getting balance. Again, this is another sign that's working on balance in 2023. Okay. With this one right here, however you're healing, whatever you're overcoming, it does say, and let me see, I just did, was it Capricorn? So it's a possibility if you're cross-watching, it could have a Capricorn involved. Okay, because they had something similar. It talked about reaching out and not forgetting the other people around them. With Aquarius, this is actually where you are, you may have a little bit of sadness and isolation from time to time, but you're doing the hermit. You're going within yourself and you're really evaluating what is actually, and I always say serve you, but it's not necessarily just serve you. What is for your higher good? What makes you happy? What makes you feel successful, right? And like I said, I don't think this is just about wealth, but you have to have wealth to get to this end goal. Okay. So do not, and at the same time, you are sitting here going and internalizing. That's it. Don't internalize it. Whatever you've got going on here, and this is something that you have that causes anxiety, because we have the card Just Breathe. And I told you April's standing out. So do pay attention in April. You may feel like tripping down back memory lane. Do be very careful with that, because just like all the other zodiac signs, you have evaluated your past and you are decided to move on from your past. So, but sometimes it depends if things are not going quite, the way we think they should be going. And it's not just the way we think it should be going. It's when am I going to get my balance? When am I going to get my reward? And it's not about me. That's not what this is about. This is about just having some balance so you can take care of stuff, so you can take a breath. That's what this is about. All right. But I do think that there's going to be a hot moment for you guys. And I think your birthday month is going to be pretty dang blasted good. Okay. But it's also the mind frame that you're in. So, and with this one right here, the sadness and isolation, continue to reach for your goals. Continue to be open for blessings. When you feel yourself wanting to retract and go within the old self and sit back and trip down memory lane, and that's what I keep hearing. Down memory lane, whatever it's about, life, love, loss of people or things. Okay. Maintain. You're not going to be able to be positive all the time. You're human. It's not possible. But if you've got to feel it, you let it go. You see it for what it is and you let it go, because this is what's been holding you up to your success and happiness, to gain that wealth, what you want to do. Okay. There has been other stuff that popped in here as well. And like I said, literally, my theory on this is that if you get down on something, fine, feel it. Feel it. Because Aquarius are very feeling. My oldest son is an Aquarius. And I tell you what, yeah, I do understand this one. This one with you guys, it is. It's either you're very feeling or you become very, very callous, depending on what or who is doing what to you. Okay? You become just shut off. Doop, done. Okay, be careful. If that sounds like you, do not shut off to other people. I mean, if you've got relationship stuff going on, I'm telling you right now, at the end of this year, for the theme of 2023, it is how you are going to keep your mental in balance. That's what it's about. If you have a day, it's a day. Don't make it weeks. All right. Don't live there. You don't live there anymore. You're moving on. If it's a shadow self that you've taken and evaluated, and you've noticed, I mean, this is something you've already noticed, If it is something that you have sit here and you've ignored. I mean, I don't always bring this up. Okay. I do not always this is going to hit home because this is actually being done live. So I will pick up on people on here. It could be something along the lines of PTSD as well. Okay. I'm not a psychologist, but I am picking up on that. And it's not going to go for every Aquarius, but it's like you're jumping back into a past is what it is. It's like you're reliving it. That's what it's like. And that's just something associated along with those lines. Okay. It's not going to hit home with everybody, but it's time to move on. You have been all 2022. You have been working hard on moving on from this, but there's going to be times, and it could be the stress of money that might kick this off. This is April. Okay. I'm seeing a big highlight, and it is around the 18th of April. Okay. So be very, very careful. It is a temporary, just in your mind, it's temporary. The past is done. It starts rearing its ugly head again. And I hear ugly. Go ahead. Stop ignoring it. Face it, because that's what you have to do. You have to face it and then let it go, but don't let it all consume you. You need to be open to your blessings. You don't need to be sitting. You can't. You've been living like that too long. It's not something that you need to do. You need to sit here and, what I say, your shadow self, look at that. Get in touch with your shadow self, that side that you have been ignoring. And I'm not saying go into the deepest, darkest parts of your soul and be that person. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying really get in touch and bring yourself back together. That's what this is about, because you're missing and longing for who you were at one point in your life. All right. But it says moving on. See, you're never going to be that person ever again. You can make a better version of yourself. You can, your whole 2023 is focused on success and happiness and wealth. Okay. Whether this involves love, whether this involves just, an end goal. Okay. This is like a broad spectrum across, period. Whatever area of life you've got, there is goals. I see literally while I'm looking up here, I see the word goal. You've got goals. Do not let what I call your shadow self side, let this bring this up and you get stuck again. There's no need to get stuck in your energy. And you know this, but it consumes you because you feel it. Okay, this won't hit home with everybody. If you are one of those that you do need to have, you have these, you just ignore it, or you have stuff that comes up, but you haven't really talked about it. There's nothing wrong with reaching out to somebody else. This is not going to hit home with every Aquarius, but it is going to hit home with some. The healing begins, okay? It's not comfortable. So while you're sitting here and focusing on your success and happiness and focusing on your coins, big time is what I get, because you're tired of looking down and there's nothing there and you still owe. It's like, oh my God, and it makes you feel like this. No. You need to be open. You have to be open. Keep yourself open. Have your day, feel it. I'm not being cold here. If you're reminiscing on a past event, it's the past. So sometimes you need to go through it, spend that day and move on, because you don't live there anymore, but you've been living there too long. Okay. So it says, reach out if you need help on something. And for some of you, it's leveling up, whether this has to do with love, career. This might even, the healing begins. Whatever this is actually bringing a healing moment for Aquarius. Literally. Some of you, it has to do with it's showing me you've got your thoughts and your heart. You're balancing those out. 2023 is the year for peace. And that's what you're seeking. And it's going to depend upon Aquarius, whether or not you're going to receive that or not, by balancing, because 2022 was the year of balance. Right? I mean, it was like chaos for some, and then it would be like this. This was a big part of how 2020. Okay, I'm working really hard. I've got my hands out. Oh, okay. You know what? I've given out. This is about caring. This is about caring Aquarius. These are not ones that, and like I said, you can go to your darker spectrum, which is callous. And I don't think that you're bouncing back there, because this is an event that made you go that way, but you were actually protecting your heart. Whether it had to do with love or some people, places, or things, something was taken away. That's what I get. And that's the theme for, you're human. Everybody at one point in your life, there's going to be something that changes you. That's just life. But this one right here is really highlighted for you. And I think you've been working on moving on from it, and you've decided to. But here's the thing. Here's the thing is, with some Aquarius, it's not like you can just say, okay, well, you need to deal with this and get gone with it. Be done with it. Get over it. You talk to an Aquarius like that, ooh, you're going to get the callous side. They're going to shut down, not going to listen to you. You continue to put the work in. Now, number one, if you're sitting here, this is being recorded in December. Okay. December is kind of, I'm getting the feel for Aquarius. It's kind of heavy. That's what I'm getting, because there's quite a bit of this. You were like this not too long ago, but it feels like this keeps consuming. It's just and it has to do with your wealth. And the success card flipped over, which it feels like it's just out of reach. No, it's not out of reach. Matter of fact, you keep pushing and you push through this, you will be able to get what you deserve. And it's not, I deserve this and that. No, this is people deserve to be happy. Right? You have to seek your happiness. And this is an honest to God choice is what this is. Right? But if you have ignored healing, or you started down that path and then ended up spiraling down, there's definitely, this is talking about an event of no longer living in that past. But it is going to follow you into 2023. You need to take and actually turn around and face it. You have to have feelings, feel those feelings, let them go. This is not what the whole reading's about, not at all. But there are some of you, this is exactly what it is. And if you can't seem to heal by yourself, you need to reach out and you need to get that help. However that is, whether it's talking to a friend, I mean, whatever this was, I mean, it's probably multiple things. All right. Some of it has caused anxiety. Okay. A lot of it's anxiety. If you have anxiety, and in this world, it's hard not to have that, right? But this is balance. So in 2022, you're working on balance. In 2023, you're still working on balance. Towards the 8th month in August, you're releasing, and you've decided to walk away from what's been holding you back from your success and your happiness. And it does affect your work. It affects how your money's been coming in. Big time. Big time. All right. In January, how are you going to be feeling? Vitality. See, what's really strange here is I don't always look at the numbers, but these are standing out as months to me on some of them. This one here is new vitality. In January, you'll be like, okay, I'm feeling good. It's going good. Okay. Do expect, it is life. Do expect ups and downs. Do expect unexpected to pop in. It could be car breaking down. It could be a tire you need to replace. It could be an extra $200 on the electric bill. Okay. Stuff like that sometimes will throw you into this. And because you've worked so hard and you look down, there's not enough. Hot moment. Just hang on. Continue. I'm not saying you got to be sitting here in your perfectly happy mood every single day. That's not going to happen. You're human. You have to feel what you got to feel. You let it go, and you keep your eye on the prize. You do not settle in this mood. You do, and don't go to the spectrum of the Aquarius that I've seen before. And it's not, I'm not going to say all Aquarius. Every human can do it. But Aquarius have a tendency to take and literally just get callous. They don't realize they're treating people like that, but it really shows what's going on with you. Remember to hold your hands out. Literally, do you see how he's shining? Believe you're going to succeed. And Aquarius don't like to hear this whatsoever. Do not put yourself in the victim stance, no matter what's happened to you in your past. And I do have a right to say this. I do understand this. Whatever has happened to you in your past, this group of Aquarius is tired of letting it control them. All right. And then also how you treat other people as well. Through 2023, you need to be keeping your vitality, which also means that you need to be careful what you consume, put into your body, and you need to keep your body in top shape. I haven't said this for every single zodiac sign, but it's really hitting home for Aquarius. They must have their balance. Right? And it's talking about rest here. It's talking about, rest and reconsider. Okay. 9, September, you're going to feel like making a move and a jump, whether this has to do with love, whatever area of life it is. It's a big, major one. Before you do this move, the word of caution is you need to rest and reconsider this. Look at all avenues. Don't do it by passion alone. Don't do it by passion alone. You're going to feel very passionate about it. I'm seeing hearts. Okay, so this is revolving around love, or you think it's going to be like, be careful of pipe fairy favors. Okay, be careful of those. Really look out the situation. I'm seeing a ring. Be careful. Okay, if it's right for you, you'll know. Don't just jump. Don't jump. Okay, don't jump just because and that's it. Another person is not going to fulfill you. You have to fulfill yourself. That is what 2023 is about, is you. Even if you're married, even if you're in a coupling, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, because at first you need to finish going within yourself and really becoming right with and why are you thinking you have to come right with yourself? I keep hearing that. You don't need to necessarily come right with yourself unless you've done something, then do so. But this is about actually loving yourself. But there is a caution here in September to watch, rest, sleep on it before you just jump. Don't make any rash decisions when it comes around your heart. Okay, whether it's something maybe you have your eye on that beautiful car, all right, and you've worked so hard and you're seeing finally a little bit, the money sitting in your hand. Or it could be that might be perfect person. Okay, here's the thing. If it is the perfect person for you, sleep on it and you're still going to feel the same. This is a word of caution for Aquarius to kind of take it slow, work on themselves first. When you feel right with yourself, you're going to attract the type of person that you need in your life, because wherever you're sitting in life right now, those are the type of people, however you're feeling, those are the people. Look around you, look at their behaviors. If you are in a chaos, conflict, feeling upside down mode, look at the people around you. Yeah, another sign, you're going to be cutting out people, places, and things. Others of you, be careful not to be jumping. And it's showing me carrying connections. Okay, especially, and some of you guys, it's going to be for July. That feels correct. Use your head with the crown chakra. Use your head in all of it. And if you believe, you will succeed. Success is yours, okay? But rest and reconsider. Embrace change, because there's going to be great change that's coming for 2023. For some of you, you're not going to finish out 2023 by yourself. You're actually going to be coming together with somebody else, right? And in order to do that, you need to move on from what's bogging you down. Cutting out people, places, things, thoughts, right? Past is past. Cut them out. Cut it out. So, yeah. Yep. And just breathe. Just breathe. No, you're on the right path. Okay. Why am I still holding this? Yeah. Okay. Because you have the choice to be literally seeing, you can see stuff in colors. Don't get down to where remember, most of it's just a hot minute. Don't go within the stance. It's just a hot minute. That's what I get. Sing to your own tune. Don't sing to other people. Don't people please. I'm not saying be cruel or callous, but don't just people please. That's right. Don't people please. Because how does it make you feel? Because that's why I'm picking up on an Aquarius, where you're sitting here or you're cross watching for them, and they're sitting here and it's like they've got to look good for the Joneses. But that's not you. That's not how you really feel. Okay, it's time for you to chase your happiness and your success, and you need to do this by bringing your heart and your head together. All right? Balance and weigh everything out. Because I don't think all the balancing was done in 2022, because I think there was a bunch of other stuff. I kept looking down and there was no money in my hand. It's like it was just taken and it's just work. There was a lot of exhaustion. 2023, you're going to be very busy and you need to be able to rest. So that way, and some of it's reconsider. Sometimes I keep saying that callous part. Sometimes everybody can be like that. If you're exhausted and stuff, this is another sign. Watch it. You need to make sure you get your rest. Watch what you put into your body. Watch excess. If you know you're doing excess, you're watching this in December, start now. Start now. Balance yourself out, because that balances your brain out as well. All right. I'm take a Not sure why I felt like saying that, but it felt right. Okay. And while I'm sitting here with these cards right here, if you guys are wanting to cross watch for another zodiac sign, I still have Aries and Cancer to do. Okay, but the rest of them are already done. And if they're not up on my YouTube and available to view, then they are sitting over on Facebook, where I go live a lot. And they're already sitting up there, and I just haven't got them moved to YouTube yet. Okay, so you guys, it's Roosters Peacock on YouTube and Coffee Time Tarot. Or excuse me, on Facebook, my bad. But that's where those are already sitting and waiting to be viewed. And I do have bonus ones, and they're sitting down on the Patreon. As I get them done, they will come out, and that unlocks not just one video, but everything. Okay, so embracing change, letting your light shine. This feels like January to me. Okay, this feels like about, and it says 21, so it's the 21st, and I'm seeing to the 23rd. You've got embrace here. Do you see the heart that is growing? It's actually growing roots. It's coming back alive. Okay, so I feel most of you Aquarius are going to be feeling on your top game. You're feeling vitality. You're just going into this new year, and you may not be feeling like it this hot minute, right? But you're going to have uplifting feelings, and you're going to be open to receiving blessings. That's what you're open for because you've worked really hard. You're opening back up. So do not come down hard on yourself whenever you do go through a hot minute in April. It's just a hot minute. All right. Just remember, don't live there. There could be something to where, it could be some, like I said, repeat it again. There could be something that went wrong with the vehicle. Maybe it's electricity, whatever it is. It's something that's surprising. So here's kind of a heads up for April. And I'm especially seeing the 14th through the 16th. And I'm seeing like a black line drawn through them. Okay, so whatever it is, it's going to give a hot moment. And I'm seeing pentacles. So make sure, you're sitting here in December going, I ain't got the money. Well, you will in January. It's going to be picking up. You're going to have, you work hard. This is not about just sitting back and not doing anything. And I'm not being cruel here. If you are not doing anything right now, you need to get up and do something. You need to get on it now. Because this is one of those things, I think this moment can be prevented if you sit here and you are saving your pentacles. Do you have excess of something? That's it. All right. We don't always consider it. Okay. I'm just going to give you a hint on this because it definitely is revolving around your money in April. And it's just a hot minute, but it may make like a 3 days that are going to be miserable. It's going to make it feel like that. And it's going to give you that hot moment. Do you guys buy soda pop? Do you smoke? Do you drink? Do you buy a lot of chips? Do you eat out a lot? Okay, what I'm saying here is if you do any of those or any extra stuff that, is not necessarily other than cooking and stuff at your home, if you give up one thing and put that money away in an envelope by April, you might have enough to cover this. Because I'm getting like it's up in the hundreds. That's what I'm getting. And this is going to hit home with several people. One, it's like 283, and the other person, that doesn't seem like much, but if you have all your money gone, that's a lot. And it might be, you've got to pay this now, or you're not going to have this, or you're going to lose that. That's what I feel. So another one, it's like up in $700 something dollars. But see, the thing of it is, it's just, we don't realize sometimes where the money's going. If we just either slow down or stop something and put that money in an envelope. Here's a good one. How about y'all that cuss all the time? I should be rich. Example, that was just to make you laugh. So it's something like that. Just get an envelope and just either slow down on it or quit. And by the time you put that money in there, what you would normally buy, and then see what you got in April. You might not even have this moment. All right. So anyway, in August, I do see you moving on. And you're moving on. What are you moving on from? You're moving on to clearer waters. And you're also moving on to your success and happiness and wealth. That's what I get. And you are coming into the new year, embracing it, feeling full of vitality. Oh, yeah. Okay. So this is what my guides say. This is definitely going to hit home. You got the 3 of Wands. Whatever this is that's going to be around April, and I gave you the dates already, this is your foresight. This is your heads up. This is something that's already occurred in the past. It's actually happened 2 times is what it's saying. There's other meanings to this, but I'm an intuitive tarot reader. This one right here, if you don't want the same things to happen again, you need to be, this is a forewarning right here. Yep. Yep, you need to be forward planning. This could even, this is definitely going to be affecting your money as well. Okay. So this won't apply to everybody, but it's just kind of like a universal feel for Aquarius. It really, truly does. Yep. Due to your choices. It's all about choices. Okay. So that was just an example about, putting stuff in an envelope, because I've done that before. All right. Let's see here. What else do you have for Aquarius? Nice. I love it. Okay. I'll take it. There we go. Okay, Aquarius. In 2023, I believe Aquarius is going to decide to bring an end to an old way of being or thinking. All right. A lot of Aquarius will, not every Aquarius is going to be taking and evolving, is what I say, evolving, because we're ever evolving, we're ever learning on the same level, right? Some are going to do it beforehand, some are going to do it later. But it is showing me that Aquarius is bringing some situation to an end. The Death card is literally about an end. And it's also about a brand new beginning, because as something, and I put it over top of your head. So you're ending something in your head. You're ending a cycle to where you had to make yourself stop and breathe, because it was just like, I just can't do this anymore moment. This is about completely transforming yourself spiritually and seeing and letting the past go. You're moving on. So you can be open to the success and wealth and happiness that you deserve. This can also represent Scorpio. So there might involve a Scorpio person. And for others of you, I feel it was during Scorpio season. This was a taste of what this is about that may give you that uh-oh moment, is something that happened around Scorpio season. So think back. This is something, for some of you, this has happened 2 times before. One of you, it's happened 1 time before. Yep. For others of you, yeah, that feels right. Moving on and letting go. All right, you are ending a cycle here, and you're balancing your head with your heart. And for some of you, this has to do with childhood memories, the past, but you're releasing it. Some of you guys are actually going to be releasing and feeling more, not just alive, but this wealth right here. The end result is talking about possibly going back to family roots or putting roots down somewhere. Yep. We have the 6 of Cups. I think there's a lot of childhood memories that are involved in here. But the end result here for 2023, what you guys are working on is your wealth, because it's like it's a firm foundation. Maybe you have, and not every Aquarius is going to have this, but it's about putting down firm foundations. And for some of you, it's not just about you. There may be a surprise pregnancy. Oh my. April. For some of you, it's going to be April, around the 19th. And I'm feeling 1 for something. It's going to be around June, around June 19th. And there's going to be 2, not 1 baby. It's going to be a boy and it's going to be a girl. Okay, so that might be where it kind of kicks you down. Like, I can't, that's not going to hit every Aquarius, but it's going to kind of make you feel like an anxiety moment, which is natural. But the thing of it is you are going to be able to pick yourself back up, whatever this is around, and you're going to be sitting here, okay, focusing back on your wealth, because it's about putting firm foundations down. That's what it's about. It's actually finally feeling like home. Okay, that's kind of the feeling I'm getting. Making security for your family. Making security. Maybe you're single and you're thinking about starting a family. So you're putting down your roots. That's what it's about. Yep. You're changing you're putting a firm foundation for yourself by moving on from past thoughts and stuff, and no longer living and living the way you did, is what I'm hearing. And this right here, with a clearer mind and thinking more on the positive spectrum, that it is going to work out in your best interest, that you're going to be able to succeed, and you're going to end up finding your happiness, and you're going to be, you're going to be attracting that wealth you need. All right. It's not just going to lay in your lap. You're going to work really hard for it. And then you've got the World right here. The end result, you'll be very successful about moving on and moving into, literally, it's like it. And I say this, sometimes it's like walking into a new era. And each person, it's kind of like when you level up, and you're not necessarily maturity level. That's not, if so, apply it, but that's not what I'm feeling. This is actually seeing life from a different lens. Here we go again. I think every zodiac sign is going to have it. I really, truly do. This is not about seeing stuff through the lens of the past. And if this has to do with relationship, you will definitely not be having rose-colored glasses on. You are definitely reminded to take and rest and reconsider, especially in September, about something that has to do with your heart. This could be about a relationship. Do rest and really think it out. Use your crown chakra. Really think it out. Use your heart and your head at the same time. Okay? Your world is going to be changing greatly. And this is not something that's thrown in your lap. This is something that you are actively working on. And you are making this happen by moving past patterns, giving up bad habits for some. That's what I'm feeling. This is not just a New Year's resolution. Some of you, I actually heard that, I just heard that there's one of you, you actually were told to stop doing something or there were going to be negative results. I don't like medical questions, but that when somebody's on here, I can feel it. Okay, so anyway, it's showing me that your whole world, you're basically taking your world. So for some of you, you're taking your world back, whatever that means to you. And you're moving on from negativity is what it is. Because sometimes that's it. For some of you, this is going to hit home. For one, you actually have been in a situation that you just kind of tolerated. Well, I'm seeing kids around. Just because you didn't want to rock the boat and upset everybody. Okay. You're now speaking your truth. If that's you, okay, you're moving on from the situation. If you are a parent, and this is not going to hit home for every Aquarius, but if you are a parent and you are in a situation to where you're walking on eggshells all the time and you're done with it, but you're staying for the children. And I'm not tearing families apart here. I'm just speaking the truth here. And you know in your gut what you need to be doing. You will be making that move in 2023. But you're going to have to make sure you don't roll down that past pattern of thinking or reacting that kind of makes you stuck. That's the way to put it, because you are going to be changing your own world. You're in control of your own world. All right. That's what I get. You're going to accomplish this. Some of you may actually find success and happiness within wealth while traveling. I mean, you may be traveling for a job and find out that you really like this. But this whole year is really about, by end year, this group of Aquarius, as long as you take and you work on yourself internally while still focusing on your happiness and wealth, whether it has to do with love, whatever, people, places, things, okay? It all affects us. Remembering to just breathe, relax, make sure you're healing yourself, okay? The end result is you are finally going to feel like you belong. You might find that perfect place. But sometimes the way I think about this sometimes is when you finally get your head in a right, where it's not, let me show it again. When you're thinking, and I'm not saying you're going to have to be positive. You're not going to be positive all the time. Not going to happen. When you're open to change, and also open to embrace goodness that's coming into your life, you will find, if you put it in your head, that you will not be in the stance anymore. Okay, you will be attracting what you put out. I do believe there's going to be, there's been a lot of hard work put into it, and it has to do with healing. It has to do with healing, and you're actually going to find the place that you feel like home. And sometimes, here's the thing, sometimes it doesn't matter where you're at. It's the brain and it's the way you think. It's finally letting go of something. And it could be just the person. You guys could be ended up running into somebody. You guys could end up marrying somebody. This is not for everybody. You could be married, and you think about this. You could be in the same household and you guys are disconnected. Some of you are actually just cutting this crap out and walking away. I'll tell you that right now. Because your end result is happiness. I mean, you're going to seek your own happiness. Some of you have children involved. So this is that part's not going to hit for everybody. But a lot of you, no matter what, you are working on your achievements, your success. And what I'm looking at here, do you see the happiness card? Do you see all those birds? This is not just about you. This is not Aquarius focused just on them. They're not doing this just for themselves. They have an end goal. Even if you're single, you're sitting here with an end goal with other people in mind. 2023 is the year that you're going to find that you're going to feel like you belong, because you're moving on from the past. You're moving on from different negative ways of thinking that you've had in the past. And then sometimes it's the people you're around. You're cutting the toxicity out. Yep. The end result here, and it's showing me you may be making a move around July that has to do with the Ace of Cups, which is going to bring in, which is going to restore peace. I also have one message here that also, it's not going to go for every Aquarius. In the month of July, around the, what one? Yeah, 17th, 18th of July, there actually may be a reconnection between you and somebody you've already been with. But this is one where it ended. I don't even know why it ended. Lack of communication is what I'm getting. Okay. It's not going to go for every single person. If it was a violent thing, this is definitely not for you. But you'll know exactly what this is about. Matter of fact, there's something fun, especially that you did around the 11th of July with this person, is what I'm hearing. Okay, so anyway, there is a chance for this one person, and actually I hear it's going to end up 3 people will be able to relate, that you're going to be opening up and reconnecting with somebody with the Ace of Cups. Okay, there'll be more than enough love. There'll be more than enough happiness, success. I mean, it's working together with somebody. Coming together is what it's about. And peace is restored with the dove coming in. And this is a brand new beginning. It's like starting from scratch, but in a good way. All right, that's one way I heard that one. The other way is in the 7th month. Yeah, I'm attracted to these numbers. Not always, but I'm attracted to these numbers. In the 7th month, you may actually literally be making a move to go where your heart belongs. Okay. The other way I'm seeing this, and it's going to end up in the Ace of Cups. It's going to bring you the most peace you've ever felt. It's going to make you feel overflowed with good emotions. You're going to feel you belong, like you're standing on firm ground. Others of you, it's coming together with somebody else and having that trust. It's a commitment. Some of you could have to do with revamping vows. Is that how they say that? Okay. New beginnings. Some of you may be starting new relationships, whatever area of life you are focusing on your happiness and success. I'm seeing so many different things. Balance is being, if you believe you will succeed. Your success. Remain open to this, completely open to this. We have the 6 of Pentacles. There may actually be somebody who helps you with the success. The message here is, well, if you believe you can do it, you end up being that same giving, loving person. It's when on the other spectrum, when you think that you can't, is when it goes to the downside, where it's kind of like the callous type personality. I don't believe you're going to do that. I really think that you're opening up because you believe you can succeed, whether it's life, love, happiness, whatever it's about, you're going to succeed. Hello. Yep. Yep, there will be balance is going to be restored. And it's not something that that just happens to be. It's something that you worked on and you've opened to receive it universally. And you've been working on yourself. So it is, I mean, you are going to receive what you're open to. That's what it is. Yep. Embrace the wonderful change that's going to be coming into your life in 2023. It's like a new mindset, new attitude, new you. And I don't normally say that because you can't really have, because at one point it's almost like Aquarius. I wish I could feel like I did back. No, this is not what this is about. This is literally a new you because you're revamping, you're dropping the baggage, you're moving on, you're opening up, you're choosing to be the more receiving vitality. You're seeing stuff in colors, no longer of glass half full, glass half empty. Okay, that's almost how I felt like saying it. You're letting baggage go. Others, people, places, or things. And I feel you're going home. Wherever home will be to you. You're going to feel like home. Like I said, you could be in the same place, but you're going to feel like you're at home. Because it's kind of like a peace. A peace is restored. A peace comes over you. And we've got embrace. Your heart is opening up. It's putting down firm roots. Whatever that means to you. The end result is you've got the Chariot. You've got victory. Victory is yours. But this is not something that's laid in your lap. You work for this, and it's going to bring great happiness to you. And a lot of you, it is not just about you, because there are other people involved. Some of you, it's actually homes coming together. Others of you, it's family celebrating with you for what you've done. Okay, this is a completion. This is, the 10s are completions. You feel complete. 2023, Aquarius, the year is yours. That's what I'm seeing. It's all within your hands, how you see it. Do you see it in color? Or do you see it, I've got black, I've got white? No, you see it in color. So how you're feeling when you walk into January 2023, you walk in it. You don't walk in it. You strut into 2023. That's how you're going to do this. No matter how you're feeling, you wake up and you just know that I'm going to receive, that I'm open to receive blessings in life. I'm open to be able to I'm open to love. I'm open. I love myself. You just walk in there, open arms. Just it's a challenge, but it's a good one. This is how you are to walk into 2023, because it's very important how you walk into 2023. And if you are an Aquarius, that you're sitting there and you'd be like, I've got a New Year's resolution, and 2 weeks later you don't do it. Okay, this is not how you're going to be with this. Do not do that. Because honestly, the 10 of Cups is yours. It's happiness. It's marriage for some. People coming back together. Reunions. It's happiness. It's family. It's like all I get is I'm seeing a dove. Literally, I'm seeing a dove. Peace, happiness, your stability. You've been working really hard. Maybe you haven't had stability for a long time or at all. You're taking it within your own hands, Aquarius. Just remember to just breathe and don't sit in the past too long. All right, guys, I'm going to be popping off here, and then the next one will be Aries, and I'm going to take probably a 15-minute break. It is 1:36 Central Standard Time, U.S. on the 14th of December. I will be back on. Hope you guys have a great rest of December. This is being recorded in December, and a wonderful, it sounds like it's a great 2023. And you guys know what you want, so go for it. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.